Once upon a time, there lived a wealthy man named Alexander. He was a self-made billionaire, known for his sharp mind and kind heart. Despite his fortune, Alexander remained humble and generous, often helping those in need. However, his wealth also made him a target for opportunists, particularly gold diggers. One day, Alexander met a beautiful woman named Vanessa. Vanessa was charming and sophisticated, and she quickly caught Alexander's eye. However, Vanessa was more interested in Alexander's money than his heart. She had perfected the art of seduction, always on the lookout for her next affluent target. Alexander, being astute, sensed Vanessa's true intentions but decided to play along, setting a plan in motion to teach her a valuable lesson. Alexander and Vanessa began to date, with Vanessa always pushing for lavish gifts and expensive outings. Alexander complied, indulging her whims, but he also made a point to observe her behavior and test her character. He took her to exclusive events, bought her designer clothes, and showered her with jewels. All the while, he remained attentive to the red flags, knowing that Vanessa was more interested in his wealth than in him. After a few months, Alexander decided it was time to reveal his plan. He invited Vanessa to a private dinner at his penthouse, with a breathtaking view of the city skyline. The evening was set up to be perfect, with soft music, candlelight, and a gourmet meal. Vanessa, thinking she had finally secured her place in Alexander's life, was elated. During dinner, Alexander looked deeply into Vanessa's eyes and began to speak. "Vanessa, I've enjoyed our time together, but I need to share something with you." He reached into his pocket and pulled out a small, plain wooden box. Vanessa's eyes sparkled with anticipation, thinking it was yet another expensive gift. Alexander opened the box, revealing a simple, worn-out locket. Confused, Vanessa looked at him, expecting an explanation. "This locket belonged to my grandmother," Alexander said softly. "It's not worth much in terms of money, but it holds immense sentimental value. I want to give it to you as a symbol of something more meaningful than material wealth." Vanessa's smile faltered. She had been expecting a diamond necklace or a luxury watch, not an old trinket. She tried to hide her disappointment, but Alexander saw right through her. He gently took her hand and continued, "Vanessa, I've always known that you were more interested in my money than in me. I've watched how you react to wealth and how little you care for anything else. This locket is a test. If you truly care about me, its value shouldn't matter." Vanessa's mind raced. She realized she was at a crossroads. Accepting the locket meant admitting she was wrong, but refusing it would expose her true intentions. She forced a smile and took the locket, trying to feign gratitude. "Thank you, Alexander." "It's beautiful," she lied. Alexander nodded, seeing through her act. He stood up and walked to the window, looking out at the city. "Vanessa, I hoped you would see beyond the money. But I can't continue this relationship knowing your heart isn't in the right place. I think it's best if we part ways." Vanessa was stunned. She had never been dumped before, especially not by someone so wealthy. She tried to argue, but Alexander remained firm. "I wish you all the best, Vanessa. I hope you find what you're truly looking for." Days turned into weeks, and Vanessa couldn't shake off the impact of Alexander's words. She began to see her life through a different lens, recognizing how hollow her pursuits had been. Her closet full of designer clothes, her lavish parties, and her superficial friendships, all felt meaningless now. She decided it was time for a change. Vanessa started by distancing herself from the socialite circles she used to frequent. She donated most of her extravagant wardrobe to charity and began volunteering at local shelters. At first, it was a struggle. She missed the glitz and glamour, but as she immersed herself in helping others, she discovered a newfound sense of fulfillment. She wanted to make a real difference in people's lives, not just through charity but by actively working to improve their circumstances. She also started attending therapy, working through her own issues and understanding why she had been so obsessed with wealth. A year had passed since Vanessa's transformation began. Her life was busier than ever, but she felt a profound sense of purpose and joy that she had never experienced before. One sunny afternoon, at the park, Vanessa spotted a familiar figure. It was Alexander. He hadn't noticed her yet, and Vanessa felt a mixture of excitement and nervousness. Mustering her courage, she walked up to him. "Alexander." He turned, surprise flashing across his face before breaking into a warm smile. "Vanessa? It's been a while. How have you been?" Vanessa smiled back, feeling a genuine connection. "I've been good. A lot has changed since we last met." They spent the afternoon catching up. Vanessa told Alexander about her journey of self-discovery and her new career. Alexander shared his ongoing philanthropic efforts and the projects he was passionate about. As they talked, Vanessa realized how much she had missed his company, but this time, the connection felt deeper, more authentic. Over the next few months, Alexander and Vanessa began to see each other more frequently. Their relationship evolved from friendship to something more, but this time it was built on mutual respect and shared values. One evening, Alexander invited Vanessa to dinner at a cozy little restaurant. The ambience was intimate, with soft jazz playing in the background and candlelight casting a warm glow. As they sipped their wine, Alexander took Vanessa's hand. "Vanessa, I've seen the changes you've made, and I'm incredibly proud of you. You've become an amazing person, driven by kindness and compassion." Vanessa blushed, her heart swelling with emotion. "Thank you, Alexander. Your words and actions were the catalyst for my transformation. I owe a lot to you." He shook his head. "You found the strength within yourself. I merely pointed you in the right direction." They continued to talk, sharing their hopes and dreams. The connection between them grew stronger, grounded in their shared commitment to making the world a better place. As their relationship deepened, Alexander began to think about the future. He wanted to spend the rest of his life with Vanessa, the woman who had grown so much and become a beacon of hope and love. He started planning a proposal that would reflect their journey together. On a crisp autumn evening, Alexander invited Vanessa to his penthouse for dinner. The setting was similar to their last dinner there, but this time, it felt different. The air was filled with warmth and love. After dinner, he took her to the balcony where they had first had their meaningful conversation. "Vanessa," he began, his voice full of emotion, "this place holds many memories for us. It's where I realized the depth of your character and where we started our new journey together. I can't imagine my life without you." He reached into his pocket and pulled out a small box, but this time, it wasn't plain or wooden. Opening it, he revealed an elegant ring, simple yet stunning. "Will you marry me, Vanessa?" Tears streamed down Vanessa's face as she nodded. "Yes, Alexander. 1,000 times yes." Vanessa and Alexander's wedding was a beautiful affair, attended by close friends and family. It wasn't an extravagant event, but it was filled with love and joy. They pledged their lives to each other, promising to continue their shared mission of helping others. As husband and wife, they became a powerful force for good in their community.